We as Muslims have come to believe, because we say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, that's sufficient. Christians have come to believe that they said Jesus is Son of God, and that's sufficient for them. Both of these are wrong. You cannot just say a few magic words and then just do whatever you want to do. It doesn't work like that. The evidence is in what you do every day. How much time do you spend reading your Quran every day? How much time do you spend in Salah? How much time do you spend helping the needy and the poor and the orphan every day? And Rasulullah told us that we have 360 joints in our body, and each one of them needs an act of sadaqah every day. But he did tell us removing an obstacle from the path of the believers is sadaqah. Alhamdulillah. He also told us that a smile in the face of your brother is sadaqah. Now let's see how many we got out here. I got about 360. Okay, ready? I'm good for the day, man. Alhamdulillah. And before you get too excited and think you've got a snappy way to get around all of this, don't forget about the people before us. When Allah ordered them not to fish on Saturday, so on Friday night, they put the nets in the water. And then the fish went into the nets all day Saturday. And then on Saturday night, they came and pulled the nets in. They said, we didn't fish, the net did it. Sneaky way to get around. Yeah? What did Allah do to them? What did Allah do to them? And what will He do to us? The reason for telling us the story is to make sure we don't make the same mistake. You know, he said, before I leave the podium, I want to tell you about something that happened. One time, some Muslim, he decided he wanted to learn how to do dawah. You know, it's dawah. We talked about that a while ago. To invite. Now, he'd been on the job a long time, but he came to one of these conferences. He said, I want to do dawah. I want to see people come to Islam. So he got one of these pamphlets, you know, some pamphlets. He went to work. He started to give these pamphlets out. People looking at that saying, you're a Muslim? Said, yeah. You've been with us 8 years. We didn't know you were a Muslim. Huh. It says here, you guys pray 5 times a day? Yep. We ain't never seen you pray. Oh, well, yeah, well, you know, we work long hours, and and you know, it's I just and they have to make wudu, and I don't know if the water could be maybe not halal water. I don't know, you know. So, but sit right here. You gotta do salah. What's salah? Is salad? What is that? No, that's prayer. I got it. Yeah, 5 times a day. Do you do it? Well, are you a Muslim? Yeah, I'm a Muslim, but I don't do salah. Whoa. What's this next one? What's zakat? No, that's zakah. Okay, what is it? Well, once a year, you see, you pay a percentage of your wealth and you give it to the poor. Okay? How do you calculate it? Well, I don't really know. Huh? What do you mean you don't know? Did you ever pay it? Well, it's kind of complicated. Now, I don't really know how to, you know, you have to have a calculator and are you a Muslim or what? No, I'm a Muslim, but I don't pay zakat. What's this next one on here? Sam. No, that's Saum. Saum. Well, what is it? Fasting. Oh, yeah. Fasting Ramadan. No, Ramadan. Whatever. When is that? Well, actually, Ramadan is this month. It is? Really? It says here you're not supposed to eat or drink during the daylight hours. That's right. What are you doing with that Pepsi in your hand? Well, are you a Muslim or not? Yeah, I'm a Muslim, but I don't fast. I have this stomach then. I've been thinking, Okay, never mind. What's the next one? Hajj. What's Hajj? No, that's Hajj. Well, okay. And what is it? It says it's a pilgrimage. You got to go. Where you got to go? I go to Mecca. Oh, you did? Well, no. But you're going to. Well, see, it costs a lot of money, and you have to have time off from work, and you have to do something called tawaf where you go around. Well, last year you took off a whole month and spent $10,000 taking your family to Florida at Disney World. What were you doing? Tawaf around Mickey Mouse? Are you a Muslim? Well, I'm a Muslim, but I didn't do that. I see. Says here that the women wear a hijab. No, it's hijab. Whatever. We saw your wife. She sure isn't wearing that thing it shows in the picture. Well, yeah, we see, it gets really hot, and people might look at us and they might think that, we're terrorists or something. And so, we're Muslim, but it says here that you guys are supposed to let your beards grow. And your face is as smooth as a baby's bottom. Well, I'm a Muslim, but... Oh, we got it. You're a Muslim, but... At least you got something that's Muslim. Now you need a backbone, some arms, legs, neck, head. You can be a whole Muslim instead of just the butt. How can I give dawah to somebody in that kind of condition?